Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Justin Mullen, aka Jigo. Here's my thoughts about what happened at Evo 2010. First of all, shout out to everybody who made it there. I hope you guys return home safely. Um, let's see, a few things that happened here. This Evo was pretty much it had a lot of upsets. Um, the biggest one was when Justin Wong, who's a Rufus player, who's the U.S. champion, as you all know, got beat by Gamerbee, who played Adon. I actually want to touch on that subject first. First of all, yes, he got beat. I was going to the Predators movie, and I came back and I got on the stream, and they were talking about Justin got beat by some guy named Gamerbee. I looked up the video, and it was pretty hype, dude. Just he beat Justin. What could you say? I mean, it was what it was, and it was pretty exciting fight. Shout out to both players, Justin Wong and Gamerbee. With that being said, I'm kind of upset by a lot of things that were said about Justin. Now, I want to make this clear. I'm not a Justin Wong fan. I never was a Justin Wong fan, and I admired the man play. But when when you're competing, you don't have time to be a fan. I mean, watching is one thing, and admiring they playing, wanting to get at their level is one thing. But then when you just a follower, and you just always, he can do this, he can do that. He's the greatest, he's this. I mean, you kind of, in my opinion, you hurt yourself from ever getting to their level because you're too busy admiring and fanboying that you aren't working on your skill enough. Like, I want to beat Justin, I want to beat Jigo, I want to beat Alex, I want to beat those other players. And for me to do that, admiration is as far as I'm going with them. I mean, I don't necessarily know them as people. I've met Justin before at Stanford and Yipes. But as far as everything like that, I have respect for them. They great people. They real hype, and they fun. When I went to Caesars Beat and met them, but at the same time, I want to beat them. With that, I really wish people would stop disrespecting Justin. Like, I've seen countless YouTube videos of Justin getting beat by Gamerbee saying that he thinks Adon's trash, when she did say that, and we find out that he's not trash, obviously. And another thing, everybody is just like, whoop-de-doo, he got beat, he rest in peace, Justin Wong. Well, I would really wish you guys would do something else productive with your lives, like going in training mode and actually trying to beat this guy, because you can't beat him. I just really hate that. I mean, he's a player. He's the U.S. champion. Now, with that, also, with me saying that he's the U.S. champion, a Japanese player just took Evo 2010, Super Street Fighter tournament, which is Jigo. I mean, granted, a lot of people knew that he was going to go to the finals and possibly win, but we also, wanted the USA to take it home, because we can't have like these people, the Japanese coming and just straight scraping us and taking Evo home. I mean, Justin, had a chance to beat Jigo this year. I mean, not taking away from the other American players, because I believe, with the right type of work, anybody can, beat Jigo. He's not invincible. He can be beat. We've seen him get beat before. And with that being said, I mean, I just wish people stop fanboying, even though a lot of people diss Justin in the tournament and boo him and stuff. I mean, come on, man. Like, really? Like, how would you feel if, you're at that level and people just disrespect you, and you just came in, to play and do your thing. You enjoying the game just like everybody else is. I mean, don't boo him. But, I mean, you can do whatever you want. But, like I said, I would have a little bit more class in that. Let's see. Another things that I saw. The female Super Street Fighter 4 tournament. Shout out to Kayane for winning, and her Chun-Li. I looked her up, and she plays a lot of games. SoCal 4, Super Street Fighter 4. As we all know, she played Chun-Li. She's a very good player. I would love to play her myself. And yeah, like shout outs for her for winning. About Sanford getting DQ'd, I personally think that he probably, I mean, he cared, of course, that, you know, he wanted to go to Evo and probably win, but the look on his face, it was just like, you know, man, like, it was like, whatever. So I don't know if that's how he felt, but that's what it looked like to me. And regardless, shout out to him to, you know, making the top 25 and doing what he had to do. He's a very good player. I've always admired his play, and hopefully I get a chance to play him one day. Another thing, shout out to Jigo for winning Evo again, and yeah, what else can I say? I mean, I want him to get beat. I'm getting really tired of this, and we, you know, USA, we need to pull our soldiers together and let's try to stop this man. But other than that, yeah, congratulations for everybody who placed at Evo. There were some Midwest players there. Flo, Big Marcus, Tobaware, who's a personal friend of mine. I hope he gets home safely. Shout out for him to going there. I hope he can perform well. But yeah, good looking for everybody. I will be at Caesars Beating. If they hold one this year, I'm sure they will. I'm going to do a lot more traveling and getting more into my community. I really love the game, and I really enjoy meeting new players and playing people and competing. And I'm going to be really active this year and the following years in our community, and I hope everybody does well. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Yeah, those are my thoughts on Evo 2010, and yeah, hit me up. Comment on this video. Thanks, guys.